I ever tell you you're smart, Neely?
Not nearly enough.
Reacher star Alan Ritchson revealed in early 2024 that Season 3 will adapt the 7th Lee Child novel, Persuader. Join ScreenRant as we take a deep dive into 5 crucial characters in Reacher Season 3, which expands the show's cast with several familiar stars.
Because I promised my mother I'd give dumb guys like you a chance to walk away.
Better known as Special Agent William Barron in Bosch Legacy, 80s icon and former Brat Pack member Anthony Michael Hall will join Reacher Season 3 as Zachary Beck, a corrupt businessman who's way in over his head. In Persuader, the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration tags Beck for using his legitimate rug business as a cover for a drug smuggling operation. In order to both take down Beck and retrieve an undercover agent, the DEA unofficially recruits Reacher for a bold, off-the-books mission. The DEA then stages the kidnapping of Beck's son, but only so Reacher can sweep in and rescue the boy, gaining Beck's trust in the process. As a result, a grateful Beck hires Reacher as his new bodyguard, allowing Reacher to stay close to Beck while infiltrating his organization. Soon after, the DEA finds out that Beck is not running drugs, but is actually smuggling guns, so they try to pull Reacher out of the mission. However, Reacher refuses. At this point in the novel Persuader, it's revealed that Beck is only a secondary antagonist. While the DEA thought they were using Reacher, he was actually using both the DEA and Zachary Beck to get to his real goal. Beck's boss, Francis Xavier Quinn. The original Drift King in Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, Brian T is best known as Dr. Ethan Choi in the long-running Chicago TV franchise. And T will join Reacher Season 3 as Quinn, the main antagonist and real reason why Reacher got involved with the DEA. 10 years ago, Reacher was the captain of his own unit in the Army. And during one of this unit's operations, team member Dominique Cole fell into the hands of Quinn, who brutally tortured and mutilated her before ending her life. Angered by the unjust death of a soldier under his direct command, Reacher already exacted vengeance for Cole by killing Quinn in a past encounter, or at least he thought he did. As it turns out, Reacher saw Quinn in public later, confirming that the villain was apparently alive and well. After investigating the matter, Reacher eventually traced Quinn to Beck's operation, which brings us to why Reacher made a deal with the DEA in the beginning of Persuader. It remains to be seen how exactly Reacher will adapt the main antagonist of Persuader, but the show casting Brian T as Quinn is a promising development. As those who saw Brian T's guest stint in Grimm may remember, the actor knows his way around fight scenes, so we can definitely look forward to Reacher and Quinn duking it out at some point in Reacher Season 3. In fact, apart from Brian T as Quinn, another new cast member threatens to give Alan Ritchson's Reacher a taste of his own violent medicine. Arguably the most exciting addition to the cast is Olivier Richters as Paulie. Paulie is a deranged bodyguard who works for Anthony Michael Hall's Zachary Beck, which means viewers can look forward to Paulie and Reacher exchanging blows. What's interesting is that Olivier Richters, also known as the Dutch Giant, accurately represents the 350-pound villain from the novel Persuader. Typically, Reacher towers over all of his opponents, but things are about to change in Reacher Season 3. Standing at 7 feet and 2 inches, Olivier is the tallest bodybuilder in the world. In fact, he is 10.7 inches taller than Ritchson, who stands at just 6 feet and 3 inches tall. Previously, Olivier Richters put his massive size to good use as the towering villain in films like The Kingsman and Black Widow. And in Reacher Season 3, it will also be the first time for Richters to face a protagonist that's almost his size. This inevitable clash of the giants promises to make up for the disappointments of the previous season. Paulie's size advantage over Reacher may seem like a small addition to Season 3, but Paulie will be the first villain who actually looks like he can take Reacher, who's famously a giant in his own right. And just like Reacher, Season 3 will reveal that there's much more to Paulie than just his sheer size. Depending on how faithful the show will be to Lee Child's novel Persuader, Olivier Richters' Paulie could appear early in Season 3. Soon after Reacher signs on as a bodyguard for Zachary Beck. Indeed, while Reacher has mostly stayed true to Child's overarching narratives, the show has made notable deviations from the books they're based on. Speaking of which, Maria Sten first appeared in Reacher Season 1 as Frances Neagle, one of Reacher's oldest friends and former operative in the 110th Special Investigations Unit. Neagle was last seen helping Reacher and his team take down Noam Jenkins's Senator Lavoie in Season 2, after which the team parted ways. Neagle is expected to return in Season 3, even though she's not in the book Persuader on which the third season will be based. This just means that Neagle has an unpredictable role in the events of Season 3. In any case, Neagle's return is a sign that Season 3 won't be following Persuader to a T. Some viewers have even theorized that Neagle and Reacher could finally get together in the third season. Indeed, apart from their shared tactical ingenuity, the two do share a unique bond. And Reacher Season 3 may just be the right time for Reacher and Neagle to evolve beyond friendship. On the other hand, however, Reacher is much more likely to hook up with someone else in the Season 3 cast. Due to her roles in Lodge 49 and The Man Who Fell to Earth, Sonya Cassidy may be the most recognizable new member of the Reacher cast. In Season 3, Cassidy plays DEA agent Susan Duffy, who functions as Reacher's unofficial handler in the DEA's off-the-books operation. And in the novel Persuader, Reacher and Duffy have a brief fling. Not to shut down the Reacher and Neagle stands among our viewers, but it's very likely that Duffy will fill that particular role in the show's new season. More importantly, things get complicated for Duffy when her bosses at the DEA no longer see eye to eye with Reacher, and she is bound to face this same dilemma in the third season. What's truly interesting about this role is that Sonya Cassidy is such an underappreciated actor, and her role as Reacher's DEA agent Susan Duffy could lead to even more high-profile projects. If Cassidy's performance as Liz in Lodge 49 is any indication, she will have no problems capturing Duffy's unrelenting attitude. Also in the cast is Johnny Berchtold's Richard Beck, the son of Zachary Beck, whose kidnapping is staged by the DEA. Notably, however, Reacher Season 3 has not cast any actor for the role of Dominique Cole, Reacher's former colleague who was tortured and killed by Quinn, the reason why Reacher works with the DEA in the first place. But considering how Cole plays into the story of Persuader, Season 3 could use her as an opportunity to introduce a surprise cast member mid-season. Likewise, some fans have also considered the possibility that Willa Fitzgerald's Roscoe could somehow return. However, apart from the fact that showrunners have not confirmed this to be the case, Roscoe's also not in Persuader. That said, the same is true for Neagle, who is confirmed to be in Season 3. Whatever the case, Reacher has actually been greenlit not just for Season 3, but the succeeding fourth season as well. Combined with the show's tendency to deviate from the books, this means that Season 3's events could directly connect to the next, apart from its standalone story. If Reacher Season 3 is indeed planning to start a long-term narrative across the next two seasons, which characters do you need to return? From the different stars in the new cast, who are you looking forward to seeing the most in Reacher Season 3? Tell us in the comments and keep watching ScreenRant.